Hey everybody, today we are talking horns. My name is John and this is Big Guy Review. Now everybody has a car horn. You got a car, you have a car horn. This is of course, the original style. And you'll notice that, important, you want to note this. When I clipped this out of the car for the installation of my new horn, I clipped enough so that in the event I need to put this back in, I can. For the reason that you notice this connector is unique to this horn. So make sure that we have all the parts. These are excellent connectors and you definitely don't want to throw it away. So don't cut it here. Give yourself a few inches, so if you have to, you can throw it back in. Now this one connected with just one bolt, and lucky for me, it was right where I could get at it, in the grill. Some of you are not going to be so lucky. It might even be a treasure hunt to even find your horn. In the event that you can't find your horn, or it's just like really too much trouble to get to it, you can always just hook this horn, your new horn, your Big Bad Max horn, through a push button on your dash. I know it's not the same as having it on your horn button on your steering wheel, but it's a great alternative. Alright, so we know that these are electric horns. They operate with an electric diaphragm that's operated with a coil and a magnet. Something similar to a speaker. Moves really fast, creates your sound. Electric horn in a nutshell. Now, introducing the WOLO Big Bad Max 619. Now you'll see this one is dirty. It's even got some bug carcasses on the front of it here. Yes, I've already had it installed. I did a temporary install real quick. The original horn is your best bet. It will give you dependable service throughout the life of the vehicle, almost guaranteed. I've never in my life personally changed a car horn because it didn't work. But we're humans and we like to customize. If we're customize our clothes, the things we wear, the jewelry we wear, the fragrances we like to put on ourselves to smell different. We like to just be individuals, different. And that applies to your automobile too. Your rims, your LED lights, and so on and so forth. Well, okay, the horn might be one of the last things you consider doing, but you know, it adds a little uniqueness. All right, so let's take a look at the horn. Now, we're all familiar with the big air horns on trucks, and they got those big trumpets that are on the roofs of the truck. To operate those, what you don't see, and that they have to have, is an air compressor and an air tank. They take up a lot of space, and they're very expensive. So this is WOLO's attempt in trying to recreate that big truck sound in a nice small unit. And I'll give thumbs up to WOLO. They did a fairly good job. I mean, it's not exactly the same, but it comes in a good close second. Okay, so here you have your compressor, all right? And as you can see, it's all one nice, neat package. And then on the back, you'll see this round area, that's your diaphragm. Now your air comes forced from your compressor to your diaphragm, and then it's forced through your diaphragm into the horn. And this part on every car horn is your horn, all right? They did say something about this being serviceable, but to be honest with you, I wasn't really going to pull this apart since I did pay $37 for it, and I don't feel like throwing away $37 to see if something is serviceable. But apparently you can pry off something or something and get in there and clean it out. Another thing, when installing your horn, always make sure it's down, that the horn exit part is pointed down. You have your contacts on the bottom, one positive, one negative. The negative one, which is here, that you can just loop around and connect your nut and bolt. And as always, I can't stress this enough, every connection that you use that's electrical, use dielectric grease. So I'm going to put dielectric grease on this. I'll put some on the other side of the bracket, and where I put the wire up onto it, I'm going to put dielectric grease on that loop. I do have the wire here somewhere. Where is it? Here it is. As you can see right here, this is going to probably go from underneath like that, and it'll connect to the hole. Hopefully it'll be big enough for the bolt to fit through. I think so. And that'll go in there and connect to the ground. Alright, so it'll connect underneath to the ground. And also put dielectric grease on these contacts. Very important. Please put spend the $5 now and save yourself headaches later. Dielectric grease on these two. I'll also emphasize that when I do the installation. Now, of course, the sound is what you're here for. I've played it, I've sounded it off, blasted it, what have you, on the road at night where there's been nobody around. And it produces a nice sound to it. I'm not sure what it's going to sound like here in the house, but we'll sound off both horns, the original and the Bid Bag Max, and you can come to your own conclusion. And if it's something that you think you'll like, hey, why not get yourself one? All right, let's hook them up and see how they sound. And, all right. Pull it off real quick. This is the package it comes into. As you see, I already ripped through it. And it's the model number 619. That's the one you want? Okay. Now, I wouldn't really go by the sound it made in here, because it's kind of confined. The instructions for installation. Excellent. Very good. They give you 3 different styles of installation so that you can figure out which one is good for you. Like I said, I enjoyed the sound, and I plan on doing the proper installation. And you can view that, see all the different little things I do to make sure that I have a good, solid installation. Anyways, as always, thanks for watching.